Today I want to talk about being a silent clown at a Halloween party. First, I want to read my journal entry, which is crazy because, I'm so afraid of being vulnerable. But I'd say, if anything, this semester, I have learned to open that shit up, bro.
Hey vlog. We are having the time of our lives right now.
The clown thing is the biggest thing that has taught me to not be afraid of vulnerability, and also realizing that opening up and expressing yourself is it doesn't have to be vulnerable. It is vulnerable, but once you are doing things to express yourself, you stop seeking validation. There's no need for the validation as payment for what you're doing, because what you're doing is true to you. That's payment enough, if that makes sense. I know that I sound probably cheesy, and I'm saying things that you probably thought of in 5th grade, but when you really grasp those for the first time, it's whoa. I've never felt more free and alive than I did last night, walking around, living for once, being all my old worst fears, all my worst social fears. I realized more about people, parties, and myself I'd never expected.
And it's so lovely. She's pranking so many people and scaring so many people. And she's been silent the whole time.
I'm really impressed.
No joke. I'm so impressed. I can't even. I don't think I could do it.
I thought she was gonna last maybe 10 minutes max, and it's been an hour, and I'm very used to it.
I met more people's real selves by just being silent than I could have ever done with my voice. The best part was I realized how comfortable I made these people with the uncomfortable. Once you break that tension and that fear that people have, then they feel free to also let it go. It's crazy because this is the first version of me that would have ever been able to pull something like this off.
But they also hate this. Yeah, it's making me so sad. I really want to talk to you.
Right, yeah. There we go. You're not breaking the act, you did it? There we go.
I made myself visibly bizarre, ugly, sad, weird, quiet, and alone, and misunderstood in a room full of people who couldn't help but stare. You'd think that that'd be my worst fear. And you're wrong, because for the first time, everything I did was simply because I wanted to. And instead of being called or thought of as any of the things that I said before, I got told that I was really cool, funny, committed to the bit. And this one girl, Carly, if you're watching this, she was just as Serena, okay? I met Serena and Blair, and they both kissed me on the cheek, actually. I wish I got that on video. Serena took me around to every guy and said, I know you want her number, but you can't have her, she's mine. What I realized was that once you break that tension with people, hey, I'm already the weird one, I'm already the ugly one, the sad one, other people, they start to feel like they're less afraid of seeming that way. They immediately felt so comfortable with a girl whose name or face they literally didn't know.
It's really great.
It's I started playing solitaire. This is where I start to quote a lot of Marina, because she really fed me into this character. Something that you should know is that I was playing a Pierrot clown, which I did a lot of research on and learned about that it originated in this Italian comedy show whenever they're doing a tour in France. That's why it's called Pierrot. And Pierrot was a character that had unrequited love. So he was sad all the time. And he was so counter to the comedy that was going on. But his sadness was the comedy. His sadness, his unsettlingness, the heartbreak he was experiencing amidst all this funny made people laugh. It was interesting. So he had a crush on this one clown, and the other clown, the girl clown loved this other guy. And so there's kind of this love triangle going on. And Pierrot was sad because he had unrequited love. And so I really tried, I just wanted to embrace this character who felt like an outsider, who felt alone, who everyone else was happy and laughing, and even their own sadness made other people laugh, and yet they are still heartbroken. And so I really feel like I took on almost like method acting. Like I listened to music that fed into it. I was playing music in my head whenever I was going through the party, like I was thinking of it. And it was really healing because I feel like in a way, the reason I wanted to be this is because I've always felt internally like that. Like I've always felt like I am an outsider, like in the best way. Like I've always felt proud to be an outsider, but I've always felt like I was one. And like kind of just like I'm observing everyone and being like, we're not thinking the same, or like we're not valuing the same things. Especially being in college, I'm like, can feel very like isolating. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of times I feel isolated, and it doesn't come off like I do because I'm like always trying to make people laugh, and I'm always like taking up space. And so sometimes it can like come off like I'm super, like, I don't know what it is. Like it can just like, what you see is not always what you get with me. And I think I make it seem like it is. But what I realized, like being the clown, I got to be like, what you see is what you get. I am this. And like, I felt like I was wearing all the things that I've always felt and expressing those angsty, angry, sad, like misunderstood, weird freak parts of me that I just feel like I was like, this is who I fucking am. And it was so freeing. I said, it's like I started playing solitaire, Marina song, and I started really winning. I started living my life freely, happy being a loner, another Marina song, doing what I wanted to do. I was able to think so clearly. Yes, I felt like I had this connection between my mind and like what I was doing with people in conversations. Like I was having conversations with people through my notes app. I was like writing very minimal, but I was like writing a little bit, being like, that's cool. Yeah, I'm a Pierrot clown. Like I would write the same thing. I could like put screenshots of like the notes app that I had. I had like an open notes app. Cherished memory forever. Like I'm always going to go back to that notes app. All I could relate this to was, I was like saying all these songs. The Outsider is another Marina song that I listen to a lot. Highly Emotional People is also one. I just felt so free. I felt so clear. I felt so raw. And I realized how freaking validating and like so fucking rewarding to just be raw. Everything I learned from like Audrey and Lord and Channing, all of these people who have fucking inspired me, like, is because they are themselves. They have realized the importance and the reward and the validation of genuinely, like, expressing themselves fully, rawly, really, vulnerably, like, putting themselves in a place that you would think would be people's worst fear, and you're like, whoa, on the other side of this is the most rewarding way that I could live, because I'm actually fucking being Tori. I saw this thing the other day. Gosh, is her name, is it Genevieve? Dude, I don't know. Maybe I'll put her name right here. Sorry, editing Tori, if that might make it work for you. She said, if I'm gonna be me one time, I'm gonna be Tori Hillis for this one life, I'm gonna fucking be her. I'm gonna be Tori. No other way to do it. And once you realize that, you're like, holy shit, I've wasted so much time. Like, and not in a bad way, just like, wow, I'm so glad I'm finally fucking here. I'm so glad I'm finally fucking me. I'm so glad I can be Tori and just fucking exist. And just, there's no trends. There's nobody to follow. There's nobody to look after. It's like, you have the feeling within you. You have the magic, the creativity, the the beauty, everything. You have it all within you to be you. And I'm sorry if I'm coming off like preachy or weird. No, I'm not sorry. What the fuck? I'm not sorry, because everyone is so bogged down by their insecurity, bogged down by the need to be validated. And like, I feel you. I'm there a lot of the time too. I just realized that like literally living, like the way to live, like you owe it to this human experience. You owe it to this world to be you. Like to completely 100% like follow your dreams, your desires, your passions. There's no 5-year plan, or there's no job position that like isn't fucking replaceable by somebody else, but you are irreplaceable. Like, there will never be another Tori Hillis. I'm not going to see myself perfectly reflected in anything, because I can't be. I am me. There's parts of me that will click with people, and there's parts of me that will click and feel inspired by other things, but it's like, you will never be Lorde. You will never be Channing. You will never be Phoebe Buffay. But I resonate with all of those people in the sense that they have unlocked, like, they've unlocked a part of just like freedom and completely being themselves, that a lot of people will like see me and they'll say like they're jealous of the way that I can do that. And it's like, babe, this is not a personality trait. This is a skill. That like being yourself, being like being yourself and embracing yourself fully and living as you is a skill. It's a quality that is practiced and like challenged and honed, and you have to decide within yourself that it's all within you. And like, I could talk about this forever. I don't know. Hopefully I'll have more to say. Maybe I'll come back in another clip and add some more. I'll think about it. For now, this is what I have.